Everyone wants wealth, fast cars, big houses, freedom, but no one tells you the uncomfortable truth. Building real wealth, it's boring. Quiet routines, small habits, no applause. But here's the thing, that boring, repetitive system, that's exactly why it works. Today, I'll break down how boring builds quiet fortunes, while most people stay broke chasing excitement. Let's be honest, we've all been sold the dream. The viral success stories, the overnight millionaires, the just one big idea and you're rich as nonsense. I used to believe it too. I've jumped into shiny businesses, chased quick wins, and watched people blow through savings, thinking they cracked the code. But every single time, reality hits. The hype fades, the excitement dies, and you're left frustrated, broke, wondering what went wrong. But here's what I've realized after studying people who quietly build real wealth. They play a different game. No crazy risks, no overnight success. It's slow, repetitive, almost boring. But that boring system, saving consistently, investing regularly, building skills, compounds in ways excitement never does. It's the small, daily, boring actions that stack quietly in the background, while everyone else burns out chasing shortcuts. Most people never stick around long enough to see how powerful boring can be. But the ones who do, they're the ones no one notices at first, until suddenly, they've built quiet, unstoppable wealth. Step 1. Get comfortable with repetition. Most people hate repetition, same tasks, same routines, day after day. But that's exactly why they stay stuck. Building wealth is a game of boring, consistent actions stacked over time. Monthly saving, consistent investing, skill building. It's not exciting, but it works. Look at anyone who's built real wealth. Their routines are predictable. They automate savings, reinvest profits, and show up every day for small, quiet wins. It's like going to the gym. Results don't show up overnight, but skip enough days and you stay weak forever. The problem is that society glorifies the new opportunities, new trends, constant change. But real wealth grows through repeating the boring stuff no one applauds. Budgeting, learning, small money, moves repeated for months, years. Repetition compounds. It builds habits, habits build systems, and systems build quiet wealth. If you can't tolerate boring, you'll never hold on to wealth long enough to see results. The sooner you accept repetition, the sooner your money starts working in the background. Step 2. Focus on long-term, ignore quick wins. Everyone wants fast results. Quick wins, viral success, overnight money. But fast money rarely stays. Real wealth? It's built on long-term thinking. The discipline to ignore temporary wins for permanent freedom. Wealthy people don't play 30-day games. They play 3-year, 5-year, 10-year games. They invest, build, and make small moves daily that compound into big results later. The broken mindset? It's always chasing shiny shortcuts, risky investments, fake gurus, get rich, quick nonsense. And it keeps people stuck in a loop. Excited one day, disappointed the next. But here's what most miss. The long-term game is boring in the beginning. You won't see instant results. You might feel like nothing's happening, but beneath the surface, habits are compounding, knowledge is building, and systems are locking into place. The longer you play the game, the easier it gets. Money starts working for you. Opportunities compound. Wealth sneaks up quietly, but only for those disciplined enough to stick to the long-term plan. Step 3. Automate small money moves. Building wealth shouldn't depend on willpower because motivation fades, distractions come, and life gets busy. That's why the smart ones automate their small money moves. They remove emotion from the equation. Saving money? Automated. A fixed percentage leaves their account every month before they even touch it. Investing? Automated. Regular contributions flow into their index funds, retirement plans, or passive income streams. It feels robotic, it feels boring. But that system is your secret weapon. Most people say, I'll save what's left after spending. Spoiler, there's nothing left. But automate it first and you force wealth building to happen. even when you're distracted, tired, or feeling lazy. Automation isn't about being perfect. It's about making your default setting wealth friendly. You might not notice the difference in a week, but over months, years, your automated system builds quiet financial momentum while everyone else stays stuck, waiting to feel ready. Step 4. Compound knowledge, not just money. People obsess over compounding money, but forget the most powerful compounding tool, knowledge. The wealthiest people I've studied never stop learning. Books, podcasts, courses. They build mental assets long before their bank account explodes. It's not flashy. Reading every day, listening to financial experts, learning boring fundamentals like how investing works, how taxes impact your income, and how real businesses grow. But knowledge compounds faster than money because smarter decisions prevent stupid mistakes, smarter investments, smarter habits. It all adds up quietly. You can lose money, but if your knowledge compounds, you'll rebuild every time. That's why quiet learners eventually become the loudest success stories, not because they got lucky, but because they quietly stacked knowledge no one noticed. It feels boring, but boring learning builds financial intelligence, and financial intelligence builds unshakable wealth. Step 5. Stay quiet, let results build in the background. In the early stages, wealth building is invisible. No one notices your habits. No one celebrates your small wins. And that's your advantage, because the best results grow in silence. The broken mindset, it's loud, flexing new purchases, chasing external validation, and showing off temporary success. But real wealth stays hidden, quietly compounding in the background. When you stay quiet, you protect your focus. You ignore distractions. You work your system, save, invest, learn, repeat. And while everyone's chasing applause, you're building freedom. By the time they notice, it's too late. Your foundation is solid, your income streams are stable, and your options have multiplied. Wealth doesn't require an audience. It requires discipline. So stay quiet, move in silence. Let your results, not your words, tell your story. Here's the truth no one likes to admit. Building wealth rarely feels exciting. In fact, most days, it feels like absolutely nothing is happening. You save a little, you invest, you repeat the same habits. No applause, no quick results, just quiet routines stacked day after day. And that's exactly where most people quit. They mistake boredom for failure. They assume that because there's no big win happening, they're stuck. But real wealth, it grows in silence. It's like watching grass grow, looks slow, feels pointless, until suddenly it's everywhere. The boring process is proof you're on track. If your system feels repetitive, quiet, almost invisible, good. That means you're doing it right. The loud success stories, most of them fade. The boring builders, they're the ones who last. Wealth doesn't come from hype, luck, or chasing trends. It comes from boring, repetitive action stacked over time. Quiet routines that no one claps for, saving before you spend, investing when it's not exciting, learning when no one's watching. Most people hate boredom, so they quit. They chase excitement, fast money, and shortcuts, but excitement burns out. Quiet systems last. If you want real wealth, embrace the boring, the slow progress, the invisible wins. Because of those small, repetitive moves, they're compounding in the background, building freedom, building options, building a life no one can take from you. The loud ones fade, the boring ones win. Stay consistent, stay quiet, and let your results do the talking.